WWE superstars put their body on the line almost every night for our entertainment. But are they fairly compensated? According to ITN WWE, Triple H told The Athletic that WWE superstars on the main roster, that's Raw and SmackDown, make at least $250,000 a year. But what about the top superstars? Here are the top 10 richest active WWE wrestlers of 2023. Now, the following information came from multiple sources, one being MSN.com, ITN WWE, Sportskeeda, and they're accurate as of the making of this video. Now, starting off the list, Franklin Roberto Lashley, also known as Bobby Lashley. Bobby made a statement with the Hurt Business and became a dominant WWE champion. He made his debut in 2005 on SmackDown and became US champion. Now, I don't know how this man does it, but he has looked the exact same since his former days as ECW champion in 2006. The former Army member has solidified his position as a powerhouse in the wrestling world, and his impressive physique is definitely one of a top superstar. We're also seeing a resurgence of Bobby lately as he's ushered in a new faction with the Street Profits, not sure what they're going to be called yet, but his rise to greatness has brought him home an annual salary of $1 million a year. Number 9, Dolph Ziggler, a veteran of the company. Ziggler has held the world title, the US title, the IC title multiple times, and he also was the sole survivor during a high-pressure Survivor Series in 2014. This is when he overcame the Big Show, turning on Team Cena and the Authority being down 3 members to 1. And might I add, those 3 members were Kane, Seth Rollins, and the late great Luke Harper. The stakes were high, seeing as if Team Cena wins, the Authority would no longer be in power, but if they lost, all of John Cena's teammates, the Big Show, Ryback, Eric Rowan, and Dolph Ziggler would be fired. Triple H tried to fix the match, but then guess who shows up? Sting in WWE. The pop that he got still gives me goosebumps. These days, Dolph Ziggler doesn't have to do much on the main roster as he makes an occasional appearances across different brands, being a free agent in the latest WWE draft. He also spends time outside of the ring and on stage as a stand-up comedian. As such, he's certainly one of WWE's top talents, and he takes home an estimated $1.5 million annually. The number 8 spot belongs to the Queen Charlotte Flair. Now, we all know who Charlotte Flair is. She's the daughter of the legendary Ric Flair. Flair is a 14-time women's world champion. She held the WWE Divas Championship and was the final holder of that title as it was retired in 2016 at WrestleMania 32. After Hall of Famer Lita revealed a brand new women's championship that would be soon called the Raw Women's Championship, and we know now that that has been changed as well. She also held the NXT Women's Championship twice and the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships, which made her a Triple Crown champion and a Grand Slam champion. Not to mention her match with Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey at 2019's WrestleMania 35 was the first time that a women's match headlined the WWE's flagship event. It's safe to say she's earned every coin she's made in WWE, and according to MSN.com, she brings home an annual salary of $2 million. Next on the list, the A-lister himself, The Miz. Now, The Miz has low-key had an amazing WWE career, and I only say low-key because as of late, up until he ran into LA Knight, The Miz really wasn't doing much but Miz TV. His most recent title reign came when he cashed in his Money in the Bank contract that he got from Otis at the Elimination Chamber in 2021, defeating Drew McIntyre. Not only did Miz become a 2-time WWE champion, he also became the first 2-time Grand Slam champion in WWE history. Not to mention, this was his second successful cash-in more than 10 years after his first against Randy Orton in 2010. And poor Sandow couldn't even get one. And he's been mad active with Miz TV on Monday Night Raw, sharing the spotlight with the likes of Cody Rhodes and other top talent. It's reported that the A-lister brings home about $2.5 million annually, according to ITN WWE. Next on the list, Mr. Burn It Down himself, Seth Freakin Rollins. The inaugural NXT and World Heavyweight Champion has won so much in WWE that the accolades are too long to list. He carried Monday Night Raw last year, and currently the show is on his back even more so in 2023. Every match this man has had lately has been gold. Even the Omos match that was booked probably in somebody's sleep before Backlash, which to me is still the best pay-per-view of this year. The Lopez household is doing pretty well because it's also reported that the man Becky Lynch brings in about the same as well. Now, she's accomplished a lot, and definitely 2019 was her year. She won the Women's Royal Rumble, and at WrestleMania 35, Bex won both the Raw Women's and the SmackDown Women's Championship, beating the previous superstar on this list, Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey, in the first all-women main event in WWE history. She recently won the women's tag belts with Hall of Famer Lita, making her a Triple Crown champion as well. It's said that they both receive an annual salary in the range of $3 million. Number 5, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Now, he's been a traveling man, and he's been wrestling literally all over the world. He spent 12 years in TNA from 2002. Then in 2014, he made his way to New Japan. 2 years later, we get this huge surprise when he made his WWE debut at the Royal Rumble in 2016. He's one of the best athletes in the ring still at 46 years old. He just had a birthday recently, so happy belated to the former member of the Bullet Club. As far as accolades, he's a 3-time United States champion, Intercontinental champion, Raw Tag Team champion, and he's a 2-time WWE champion, joining the golden list of Grand Slam champions. Man, I said champion a lot. The phenomenal one remains a top star and earns about $3.5 million per year as per his new contract signed in 2019. Number 4 on this list, the legend killer, Randy Orton. Now, Randy is a legend himself for a multitude of reasons. He's recently celebrated 20 years in the WWE, and Randy has had some of the best feuds during his career. Unfortunately, the 3rd generation wrestler has been out with a back injury, and there's been rumors that he will be back soon. There's also been some rumors of his retirement, which I'm not sure which we're gonna get yet. But we would just have to wait and see, as it's estimated that Orton receives an annual salary in the range of $4 to $4.5 million, according to ITN WWE. Now, unless you've been roommates with Patrick Starr and you've been under a rock, the Bloodline has been the absolute best thing in professional wrestling for the past 3, not weeks, not months, but 3 years. Roman Reigns has spearheaded this storyline with his comeback from his hiatus due to his leukemia and the dangers of the pandemic in 2020. He defeated the then Universal Champion Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman in a triple threat match to begin his historic Universal title reign that is still going to this day. Actually, this video might be seen in 2024 and he would still be champion at this rate. Roman and his cousins, the Usos, have made weekly television amazing. The $5 million that Roman brings in annually, I acknowledge that he absolutely deserves it. Number 2 on this list, John Cena. These days, Cena spends most of his time in Hollywood and outside of the squared circle, but he's still getting a large paycheck. The 2K23 cover star wrestled only 1 time this year at WrestleMania against Austin Theory and 1 time last year in 2022 alongside Kevin Owens against the Bloodline. Even with such a short part-time schedule, this doesn't affect his pay, as is reported Mr. You Can't See Me Man brings in an estimated annual income of $8.5 to $10 million. That's wild. No wonder he doesn't care if you boo him or cheer him. That's a lot of money. And number 1, Brock Lesnar. The first person to ever give the Phenom a loss on the grandest stage of them all at WrestleMania 30. This is especially notable as he's not even on a full-time contract. Such is his value to the WWE brand, and I'm sure the Endeavor deal as well. This is even more value now since WWE has sold to Endeavor, the parent company to the UFC, where Brock has also won gold. I'm sure he's only going to wrestle like 8 times in 2023, and I don't even know if he's hit that yet. It said his new contract has him bringing in around $12 million annually. That's insane. Now, that's a lot of money that's been dished out this year, and that begs the question, who will enter the top spots next year? Maybe LA Knight? Check out this video to see how he's taken over the WWE universe so organically. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and share this video and tell me your thoughts below. I will see you back in the ring.